Hello friends, in this tutorial we will see how to include a CSS file and script files, right? So the CSS file and script file, you can have anything over the root folder, but by default we have given the assets folder. So here you can have your own files. So in the assets folder we have CSS, fonts, images, JavaScript files over here, right? So in the CSS file we have already given you a package of bootstrap CSS framework, right? Along with that we also have a template.css file, right? So we will just include this template.css file into our folder, so into our file. So just our usual link href equals, you can have, you need to route it through this point, right, from the folder start point. So before that I will just use app ws2 config, right? Should be caps, I think so. Config. So anyways, that's not going to make a issue. And URL, right? And assets. And if you are not using the backslash here, right? So if you are not using your backslash here, use your backslash at this point, right? So I have given my backslash over here at this point, so I'm not going to give my backslash at this point. Asset slash css slash template dot css, right? So rel equals style sheet, then type equals text slash css. Okay, like href equals, hope things should work out, right? So just go to page source and see, yes, it's been set up, right? So see this one, your URL comes into act automatically, right? So app ws2 config in the bracket URL, right? So there is another method how you can include a style sheet, is using the helpers, right? So HTML, so just open your bracket. So because this is a PHP code, just open your bracket, HTML link, sorry, it should be style. This is a CSS file, so you just call it as style, right? And then URL. So for this you can refer the documentation actually, right? So the documentation I also have it in my local server, so it will give you the correct example. So just go to that example folder, right? Go to documentation, the HTML we have helpers, let's go to this helpers, and then to load the style sheet, location, right? Style equals location. So just copy it. So this is the best way to work, just copy and paste and give the location over here. So the location will be app ws2, so I'll just delete that config URL. So I need to load the config file and URL, right? And assets slash css slash template dot css. This should be out of the brace, curly braces, right? So this will fetch the URL and then it will be added with this value. So just go here and go to our master template, just click here, go see our page source, we will have it here, right? So it's been added again, right? So in this case you don't want to just give only the location, you don't want to add this URL, right? So it will automatically take it. So which area, which location, it will automatically take it. So just go here, click page source, you can see it has been automatically taken into picture, right? So if you are going to use your helper classes, make sure you have given your URL with the ending of backslash, right? Similarly, if you want to load a script, type down here as script, SCRIPT, right? So instead of CSS, you make it as JS. So we have already a bootstrap JS file will be coming along with you, so you can use this file, right? So bootstrap.min.js, bootstrap.min.js, right? So just go here and refresh it, go to the page source, so you can see automatically script will be loaded over here. Just click it, you can see the bootstrap JavaScript has been loaded, right? So this is how using the helper class you can load CSS file and script files. So I think with this we have completed our head tags, and in this head tags also, if you want to add anything separated, if you want to add in future, if you want to add a CSS file along with it, so just make it as block head name equals head, name equals head and slash block, right? So come here and next to extends.file, so block name equals head slash block, you can add your CSS file here, HTML. I don't have a CSS file there, so in this case, any case, if you want to add a separate CSS file, you can make it as a separate block and add it over here. So just add HTML CSS style, right? Style of assets AWS ETS asset slash CSS slash temp.css. I'm just saying that I'm not I don't have a file called temp.css, but here what I'm trying to say is you can add your header file also, that is useful for your index.html file, right? So this you can see in action with these examples, right? So when you are working on the example, go through the code so you can understand what are all the other things can be done. So just go and refresh, right? New page source, you need to have a temp.css file. See here we have got a temp.css file into it, right? So just, so that's all about adding the helper class. So next we'll be seeing how to work with form classes, right? So how to start your own forms and how to work with those forms with things, right?